We're people who got into this line of work because we wanted people to like us, because we were intrinsically insecure.
The music industry is a very dark place, and you can let yourself get sucked in there quite easily.
All the pitfalls that people read about, this happened to this person, I just found myself slipping into all of them.
When you're living for the approval of strangers, and that is where you derive all of your joy and fulfillment, one bad thing can cause everything to crumble.
He is suing her, and she is countersuing him to fight back. He allegedly lifted her skirt and grabbed her butt while they were taking a photo.
Taylor can never win with what she says.
I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Most days I'm like, okay, but then sometimes I'm just like, it just gets loud sometimes.
She's going through guys like a train.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Joe Jonas, of course, John Mayer.
Hashtag Taylor Swift is over party was the #1 trend on Twitter worldwide. Do you know how many people have to be tweeting that they hate you for that to happen? I just wanted to disappear. Nobody physically saw me for a year, and that was what I thought they wanted.
I never worked hard when I was younger. I never did homework. I didn't really apply myself at all until I found music, and then flew with it. For the first 3 years, I just networked and played any night that I could. Lost my place to live. I'd stand on stage and be like, hey, if anyone's got a couch tonight. But there were just moments where I just wanted to give up.
It was his friendship with Taylor Swift that allowed him to completely break America.
First thing that struck me was his voice. I've never been more jealous of anything in my life.
The first time that we wrote, we sat in a hotel room in, I think, Arizona, and we just kind of wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote, and just laughed and had the best time and became really close friends.
The music industry is a very dark place. I mean, there was a couple of occasions where I was in the darker side of things.
You need to, when you get into the industry, adjust to it, and I didn't adjust because I was just constantly working on tour. And all the pitfalls that people read about, like this happened to this person, I just found myself slipping into all of them. That was a wake-up call. I've rekindled with a girl I went to high school with. We live together now, and I think that was a real help, kind of grounding me.
The meaning of life isn't to release albums anyway, it is to have a family and be happy, so.
People were just kind of making slideshows of my dating life and putting people in there that I'd sat next to at a party once.
I'd been trained to be happy when you get a lot of praise.
For someone who's built their whole belief system on getting people to clap for you, the whole crowd booing is a pretty formative experience.
Taylor can never win with what she says. It'll always be twisted by someone. So I thought I'd come out and say what I thought, which is the truth. She has only dated 2 people in 2 years. And I have friends that have been with 10 people in 1 year, and people wouldn't say that they're
When Swift posed for a pre-concert photo with radio DJ David Mueller. Swift says Mueller put his hand under her dress and grabbed her bare behind. Mueller filed a civil lawsuit against Swift, calling the groping allegation nonsense. Swift countersued, claiming assault and battery, saying she has never been so sure of anything in her life.
It just feels like it's more than music now at this point. And just most days I'm like, okay, but then sometimes I'm just like, it just gets loud sometimes.
But we don't really go a day without speaking. I'm not ever going to hurt Taylor.
I also was falling in love with someone who had a really wonderfully normal, balanced, grounded life. And we decided together that we wanted our relationship to be private. We're people who got into this line of work because we wanted people to like us, because we were intrinsically insecure.
I became the person who everyone wanted me to be.
I was happy, but I wasn't happy in the way that I'd been trained to be happy. It was happiness without anyone else's input.
There's no key to success, but the key to failure is pleasing everyone.
Honestly, I know I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for one of my best friends. I just want to say I love you, Ed Sheeran.
Taylor made this for me for Christmas. She sewed it herself. This is me and her. Started from the bottom, now we're here.